Hey folks, hope you're doing well today. Say I've got a little kind of a product review demonstration of some motorcycle jack stands, trail stands basically. I've got three of them here, as you can see. I've got this one here. I don't know the brand, I don't remember, but I don't like it, and I'll explain why. I've got this one here and this one here. These are both from JFG Racing. They're basically identical with the exception with this one. It has this little cam lever thingy dingy, which I'll talk about in a second. Now, I've tried to use this one here. I didn't like it for a few reasons. Number one reason, I guess it's heavy. I found it to be awkward to adjust. And also, if you're out on the trail, it has, you can see it has these threads and they're greased up pretty heavily. If you're out on the trail and you got to adjust your chain or fix a flat, whatever, this is gonna lay down in the dirt. You're gonna get grit and rocks and whatnot, dust in these threads, and it's gonna bind up. So with the three things, it's heavy. You're gonna get grit and crap in here, and also the adjustment is a little awkward. And also, number four, if you're on a cement floor like I am here, a smoother surface, unless you have a rubber pad, this is designed to dig into the dirt, this bottom pad. If you don't have some kind of rubber pad on there, it's going to slip out. So this is a no-go for me. All right, let's move on to the JFG Racing lift stands, trail stands. Like I said, these two are kind of identical, but I like one over the other, and I'll tell you why. Initially, I had this one last year for my trip, and I used it pretty much once or twice a day to adjust my chain and to lube my chain, because I was having trouble. I was having chain issues, put it that way. In the dirt, it was stretching out, and my sprockets were wearing out faster than I expected. But I use this one every day, and I really liked it. You know, one thing I didn't like, kind of demonstrate here quick, is, well, I shouldn't say I didn't like it. I was concerned about it. Let's say that. Is that when you put it in place like this, I was concerned that this would be right here, would be a pinch point that I'd get, you know, the palm of my hand pinched in there, which kind of suck if you're riding. But that never happened, so maybe that was fortunate. But how it works is you just basically put it in place, adjust it, and lift her up. So there you go. It's that easy. And you can kind of see why I would be concerned about the pinch point. And because of my concern about that, I guess JFG, I didn't notice they had this one before. Oh, by the way, this one is $20 on Amazon. This one is $25. This one here, it has this lever right here. So I was thinking, well, that'd be kind of cool, because then I don't have to worry about getting pinched, you know, in this area here. But the thing was, with this one, I was monkeying around with this morning. It's like, it's not working. What's wrong here? What's the deal? Because you're supposed to be able to cam this down, and basically this has two points to position. It has a lower point, which I'd like to take it apart, but I don't want to. It has a lower point where you can shift this up, you know, if your swing arm is lower, and it has a higher point so that if your swing arm is higher, you can obviously get it in place and, you know, be able to cam it up. But what happens is, with this one, if you have it in the upper position, it does not contact here, and you have no point to have any leverage. If you have it in the lower position, this part of this here contacts this surface here, and you can cam it down. So what they did to remedy that is they have this little wing nut that you're supposed to put right in this little threaded hole here. I thought, okay, well, I guess that's okay. I don't really like it because it's just one more piece to lose on the trail. I mean, this little thing it's going to go bye-bye at some point. And I found it awkward. See if I can adjust this out. I found it awkward because when you're, oops, that's not working. because when you're trying to cam it up, the lever's up really high, and you don't have the leverage. It should be down here, so you can just pop it down. And I found it really awkward and almost impossible to use. You almost got to do the old-fashioned way, like on that one, and just lift it up. And this is only good for pulling it out. So for the money, honestly, between the two, unless you have a lower bike, a lower swing arm than I do on the TW200, I would say this is a no-go. Just get that one. And you know, one thing I was thinking of when I was trying this out is like, well, the TW200 has a 14-inch tire. You know, why am I having so much difficulties compared to my KTM, which has an 18, and the KLR over there has an 18? Well, come to find out, I measured from the floor up to the center of the axle on the KTM and the KLR, and on those two bikes, from the floor to the center of the axle is about 10.5 inches. And on the TW200, you wouldn't think so, but from the floor to the center axle is about 12 inches. So it's 1.5 inches higher than them two suckers. And I was saying, well, okay, that kind of makes sense now, because if you look at this fat tire, it pretty much has the outside diameter of the TW200 tire. What is that? Let me check. I think I did it, but I just don't remember. Outside diameter is, I'm gonna see, 25 inches. Let me check the KLR. See what that is. Yeah, it's about 23. So I was right. That's, you know, 1.5 inch, 2 inch difference in diameter. So if you have an 18-inch rear, it might work better than the TW, which, you know, my mind saying, well, it's a 14-inch, you know, surely it's going to be lower, but it's not. It's actually, the center of the axle is actually higher. So anyways, the other thing with these two, or just this one, basically, it does come with this just kind of a felt bag. This one came with 2 of these rubber pads. This one came with only 1. It does come with a Velcro strap, so you can, I don't know if you can see it, there's a Velcro strap you put on your front brake so that when you lift it up, the bike doesn't roll away. Also, the other thing I didn't like about each of these is, like on this one, the bolt is steel, and it did not have a nylock on here, which is okay, but I've got nylocks laying around. I'll replace that. The other thing on this one I didn't like, as you can see, this has a rubber pad on the bottom, which stays on, you know, it's kind of a good fit. It doesn't come off. This one, for whatever reason, it's just loose and sloppy. It comes right off, which I did not like. So I don't know. You know, for an extra $5, I'd say don't bother with this one. You know, for $20, that one works great. There may be other lift stands out there that are better suited for this. I'm still kind of on the search for what's the best lift stand, but so far this one's been really good. It's a motorcycle kickstand, which I don't know why I'd call it a kickstand. Also, I'll say too, this is the box this one came in. 0 instructions, nothing. So I don't know. I had to figure everything out myself, like what's this stupid wing nut for and things like that. There's just nothing there. Maybe on Amazon there's more instructions there, but it really should come with the part itself. So that's it. That's what I got for you with a JFG lift stand. My likes, don't likes, you know, if you're looking into this, I would say buy this one. Also, I'm thinking, I saw one video, I think it's, what's the guy's channel? One More Mile. He modified his skid plate. He put a hole in it and kind of notched this out here so that it could go into that hole, so he could lift up the his front tire, which I need to do too. I think that's a good modification to do. Come on, get on there. So we'll do that. Anyways, that's it. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was informative. If you got any questions or comments, or that was stupid or great, whatever, let me know. All right. All right. Adios. Turd wagon forever. Forever.